not that long ago, we learned that the Department of Defense, I don't give a shit if they call it the Department of War or not. It's not the Department of War, it's the Department of Defense. It always has been, it is currently, it always will be. The Department of Defense and the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, put out this directive to all news outlets that you can't report on anything having to do with the Department of Defense until we clear it, which is essentially what happened with the Russians in the 80s, right? If it didn't run through the Politburo, it didn't get put out for public consumption. And the Department of Defense, the Defense Department, had this loyalty pledge that it was demanding that all news organizations sign on to, so that if they did report something that wasn't cleared by Hegseth, they could the administration could go, well, you guys signed this, and you agreed to do this. Well, I've got some good news on an update regarding that. Only one news outlet has signed on to Hegseth's media loyalty oath. Even Trump-favoring Fox News is boycotting it. Amid a slew of mainstream news publications rejecting the Pentagon's prohibitive news press restrictions ahead of a Tuesday signing deadline, right-wing cable channel Newsmax surprisingly declared it would also refuse to sign the new agreement, calling the policy unnecessary and onerous. In fact, amid the continued backlash against Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth's new rules, which the Pentagon Press Association called an unprecedented message of intimidation, only one media organization has agreed to sign the letter, and that would be Trump-boosting channel One America News. On Tuesday afternoon, Fox News, the network where Hegseth himself once served as a weekend morning host, joined other broadcast television news networks in rejecting the Pentagon's press prohibitions, stating that the new rules were unprecedented and threatened journalistic values. Quote, "Today, we join virtually every other news organization in declining to agree to the Pentagon's new requirements, which would restrict journalists' ability to keep the nation and the world informed of important national security issues," the joint statement said. "The policy is without precedent and threatens core journalistic protections. We will continue to cover the U.S. military, as each of our organizations has done for many decades, upholding the principles of a free and independent press." Besides Fox News, CBS News, ABC News, CNN, and NBC News also joined in on this statement. And that's very good to hear, because even though Fox News and Newsmax are bullshit news organizations, we need every news organizations to stand up to this kind of fascist rule. You only get to report on what we deem necessary for you to report on. You got to clear everything with us. Fuck you. Fuck you. I am glad to hear that only one news organization has done it. So go ahead and block all the news organizations from covering the Pentagon there, Defense Secretary Hegseth. And all of those news organizations are still going to cover the Pentagon with their sources inside the Pentagon, just not on the Pentagon's property. Fuck you.